All right, man. Okay. As you can tell by the title, I love Victory Mondays. I mean, who doesn't? Hey, it's been far too long since I've had one of these. In other words, it's been 2 weeks. It's been way too long. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Browns Victory Monday live stream. Of course, I'm not going to be live long, maybe 20 ish minutes, you know. But, anyways, start this stream off with a couple numbers. Okay? 58 and 17. 58 and 17. You're probably like, what's that? Is that the score or something? Nope. 58 is the number of yards Clayton Tune had originally. 17 is the number of yards he had when you take away the sack yardage, which was 41 yards of sack yardage. 7 sacks. That's pretty much 6 yards per sack, which is insane. But before I really get into talking about the game, got some other things to talk about. First off, got some injury update. Got an injury update for you guys on Jedrick Wills. I thought his season was over. I saw him on that cart with the air cast on his leg, and I'm like, oh god, he's done. He's done. He gone. Bye bye. See you next year. But then I get this. Whoa, and that's not that way. That's not the tweet I want. This is the one I want right here. Here we go. Gotta change things there. There's the tweet I'm looking for. Yeah. All right. From Tom Pelissero, and I quote: Browns left tackle Jedrick Wills Jr. suffered a high grade MCL sprain, low grade PCL sprain, and bone bruise Sunday. Injuries that are expected to sign. What? Injuries that are expected to sideline him roughly 6 weeks per sources. My God. Wills will go on injured reserve, but good news overall. Wills should, keyword, should return this season. I thought his season was over. Straight up. Now for some classic Browns propaganda. Starting us off, 58 total yards allowed. Yeah. That is the third fewest yards allowed in a game in Browns history. And our first shutout since 2007. 2007. What the heck? Yeah. I believe they said it was 251 games. Dang, that's crazy. And that was the Bills game, too, in the snowstorm. Yep. And then the final bit of propaganda that I will pass along. Fewest net yards allowed in a game this season. Browns, 58 yards. In fact, the Browns are on this list 3 times. Yeah, Browns Cards, Browns Titans, and Browns Bungles. Then, of course, you have the Niners Giants, 150 net yards. That's just how bad the Giants are. Now they're going to be even worse because Daniel Jones got hurt. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, like I said, in the preview way back, what, about a week ago? About a week ago, I literally said that the Cardinals reminded me a lot of the 2017 Browns. Yep. Like, you look at their roster, right? Like I've said many times, they have some good pieces, right? But as a unit, no, they ass, they booty, they double butt, they swamp butt, they stinky. They're not good at all. And they only have one win, which makes you think, how did the Cowboys lose to those guys? Well, it was a home game for Arizona, and Dak Prescott derped. Call him Derp Prescott. That dude just boofed at the worst times in that game. Not to mention, I still see Michael Wilson getting wide open against the Cowboys defense in that game. Have that, and of course, I don't think the Cardinals had a single play in like anywhere near our red zone. I think the closest they got was maybe to like the Browns 40 something yard line. Yeah. Did not step foot in our red zone. I'm almost certain. Because I bet you if they did, they would have scored at least at least 3 points. But they got nothing. Nothing. They didn't get a single point. Why I really enjoyed that game yesterday? It's obvious. Deshaun Watson might actually be back. Now, I said that before. Yeah, I think he's actually back for real. I mean, I was worried about him throwing the ball. It's pretty evident that the short range stuff still has some work to do. But on those deep balls, man, that dude was throwing darts, especially to Amari. Of course, he just had to throw a touchdown off of the hand of a Cardinal lineman. Yeah, the Cardinal lineman had his hand up ready to swat it down, and he got enough of it to like boink off the hand and went straight in the air. And then Amari Cooper, using that elite tracking ability that he has, apparently, just went to it, jumped up, caught the ball, and booyah! Touchdown. And you're thinking, so why couldn't they do that last week against the damn Seahawks? Well, if you watch the play, there was like one receiver in the area, and it wasn't Amari Cooper. I bet you if Amari Cooper was in the area, I bet you he would have somehow made a play on that ball. He would have went up and like snagged it over top somebody somehow. He's been mossing people all year. He did it to the San Francisco 49ers earlier. Remember that? And then he took dude's ankles in that same game. It's dangerous, man. My God. Mentioned that he also had a career high with the Browns, 139 yards. I mean, I don't think he's had more yards career high wise, like overall. But as a Brown, 139 yards. I think that's the most he's had since 2021, I think. Let me tell you something. I mean, with with Deshaun Beck at quarterback, if you got Amari on your fantasy team, I would highly suggest you leave him on your starting lineup because those two cook so often. I even heard in the post game little locker room speech from Kevin that apparently on that second deep ball, that dart over double coverage, Amari and Deshaun drew that up in the huddle. Like they're doing playground things, man. My God. Acting like they're, in the backyard with the stick, drawing in the dirt. Oh my God, brother. Wow. Oh, what happened? Boone Jenner scored! Yay! Too bad my team still sucks. Yay! Let me guess. It's like 3-1 by now. I'll look at the score and it'll be like 5-1. Because that's usually what happens. And it's always Boone who scores too. It's probably like 3-1, 4-1. Score right before half? I mean, right before the intermission? Come on, show the score. I want. It's probably like 5-2, 5-1 or something. 3-2. I didn't even know we scored 2 goals. Damn. Thinking it's like 2-1. Wait, who scored the first goal? Because I get goal notifications unless it wasn't someone that I don't have. But I know it wasn't Johnny. Lina ain't playing. Wierenski, I don't even think he's playing for me right now. So, but yeah, yeah. What's up, Lamar? I can always tell when you're in the chat because you got the those lovely emojis. Jacob, yo, no Victory Monday next week, buddy. No Victory Monday, huh, Jacob? Well, we don't play you guys, so I'm surprised you don't. Surprised you care so much. We don't play you guys. We play the damn Ravens. Wouldn't you want us to win? Right? So it would help you guys out a little bit too. Make this division even more chaotic. Uh, but yeah, Elvis Merzlikins looked stinky. Okay, let's see who scored for the Blue Jackets. All right. I'm gonna guess it's probably like Marchenko and Boone. I'll say Marchenko and Boone. Oh, Corrali and Boone. Good. Branson has 2 assists today. Good Branson. What? What? A bit what? A bit what? Yeah, first intermission. Wow. 22-7 shots on goal for the freaking Panthers. Ugh. Why do the Blue Jackets gotta be so unserious? You're ruining my vibe. Put it here, guys. Okay? About this. Guys won. Yeah. Browns won. Yeah. Habs won. Yeah. Guardians hired Stephen Vogt. Yeah. And and right after I ended stream, I saw a tweet saying how they claimed Christian Bethencourt from waivers from the Rays. Let's look up his baseball reference. Because I know a lot of people are probably skeptical. Oh, he stinks. Does he? Are you sure about that? Because if you watched our goaltender, what am I talking about? Catcher tandem last year. At the start, it was Zunino and Gallagher. Stiff and stiff. They were bona fide stiffs with the bat. I will say they were all right behind the plate catching, but with the bat, again, it might as well. Wait, they have a new arena name? A Merritt? What the heck's a Merritt? These freaking arenas having these weird freaking company names as their sponsor. A Merritt. It's in freaking Sunrise, Florida. Sunrise? Or whatever the heck. Surprise. Sunrise? Or somewhere in Florida. Not Miami, though. But anyways, looking at Bethencourt, he had a .6 WAR, 315 at bats, 71 hits. Wow, 71 hits for a catcher. Who would have thought, huh? Dang, that's crazy, man. 11 dingers, 225 batting average. Is that legal for us? 49 runs. 49 runs, 33 RBIs, and one stolen base. Want to know what's crazy? Let's take a look at our catchers last year. All right. I know this has turned into a Guardians stream, but I really do not care. Because I know a lot of you Guardians fans that watch my channel want to know my thoughts on this. I'm not going to make a video on it, so don't even ask. I'm not making a video on it because I really just, it's not that big of a move. It's a waiver claim. If I was going to do videos for waiver claims, I would have made a video on that dude we claimed from the Pirates. I ain't no way I'm touching that freaking move. But I like the Stephen Vogt hire. And another funny thing is, Bethancourt actually was a platoon mate with Stephen Vogt. Wait, Bethancourt? Yeah, he was in the league starting with Atlanta. I didn't even know that. Wow. Oh, that's probably why. Okay. He was with Atlanta for three seasons. Then he went to San Diego for 2. And then he was just MIA. I think he might have just been spending time in the minors or something. And then he came back to the majors in 2022 with Oakland. And then that's when he got traded over to Tampa. Yeah, so his 1 year in Oakland, he was with Stephen Vogt. So that's pretty cool. I could just see those two seeing each other in the clubhouse again. Except this time Steven's going to be the manager. And Bethancourt will be playing with Bo. It's going to be a nice duo. We have 49 runs, 33 RBIs, 1 stolen base, 254 on base percentage, 381 slug, 635 OPS, and 74 OPS plus. Well, let's see where he would have landed in terms of catchers last year. He probably would have been leading the way in most categories. That's how bad we were last year. And then finally we got a bit of sense in us, and we brought up Bo, and we looked much better at catcher with Bo offensively. So again, home runs. Yeah, he would have been tied for home runs. RBIs, he would have been the leader by 1 RBI. Stolen bases, no, he only had 1 all year. He would have been third behind David Fry and Bo Naylor. No, of course, games. How many games did he play last year? He played 104 games, which would have by far been the most on the team. Yeah, so I think he'll be right there with Bo. And then you can even use like David Fry if you really, really need to, depending on the matchup. David Fry can be that placement you bring in because he can play first base too. David can. So you can move him all over the place. And also, Bethancourt can play first too, but he's going to be a catcher. He's not going to be playing first. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. What about runs? So the leader was 33, hits 47. Oh my God, Bethancourt would have blown everybody away. He had 71 hits last year. It doesn't say doubles, does it? No. Yeah, it does right here. He had 16 doubles. So he would have led the team in doubles. How about triples? Did he have any triples? No. 11 dingers. I've already talked about that. 33 RBIs. I already know about that. 49 runs. Yeah, he would have blown away everybody in that category too. He would have been by far the leader in most categories. 237 average, 339 on base, 470 slug. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Zach Collins. Well, yeah, he only played 2 games, so I'm not going to count him. Cam Gallagher was beyond booty, so that's not happening, of course. All right, so yeah, he would have led the category. He would have led most categories for the Guardians. But he did play over 100 games. Oh, boy. All right. Well, what else is there really to talk about? Talked a little bit about the Browns, of course. Nothing much else to talk about there. Hmm. I can't think of anything else. All right, let me check baseball real quick here just to make sure there's nothing that's come up that I might have missed. Somebody who's watching, we need hitting big time. Big time. All right, what did Passon tweet now? Round table manager talk. So Angels did talk to Torrey Hunter about manager job. He'd be an inspirational choice. Hmm. So Showalter and on Washington. That would be an interesting hire there. One of those two. Of course, free agency is officially underway in the MLB, but there's no news. I don't expect much right now. It usually takes a couple days for things to really ramp up in the Major League Baseball thing. May get some stuff tomorrow, but the GM meetings, but who knows? Uh, mhm. uh, well, I think I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. It's been about 20 minutes, kind of like how long I wanted to go. So, all right. Well, Dashy. Oh well. By the way, Tanner Bybee. Yeah, Rookie of the Year and finalist. Nice. Shohei, Seager, and Simeon. Oh my God. Shohei, Seager, and Simeon up for MVP. Wow. I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I mean, the reason why I'm not gonna go any longer talking about this game is because it's the Cardinals. It's the freaking Cardinals. Nobody cares about them. Kyler Murray is back. Okay. Deshaun's back too. That's right, Steel 58. The AFC North is legit. In fact, I saw that if the playoffs started today, four teams would be in the playoffs. We'll see how long that lasts. Probably another week or so, and then that'll probably be you know, eliminated there. And oh well. So I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I've been going for about 25-ish minutes, so yeah, nothing else to really talk about. I mean, we beat the Cardinals. Whoop de doo. Now, if we win against the Ravens, I'm gonna probably be on here a little bit longer talking about that game for sure. Not to mention rivalry games, so you know I'm gonna gloat. But yeah, that's really all I got, guys. So I hope to see you all, well, at least some of you, at some point this week. I'm gonna see about streaming Cavs and Thunder on Wednesday, but we'll see. And then, of course, if there's anything for the Guardians, free agency wise, I will definitely have a video for that. If we make any moves like trades, I'll probably do a stream if it's a big one like Bieber. But yeah, I might be doing some more stuff for the Guardians at some point. I was thinking about doing like a dream off season scenario video for the guards, but I'm not gonna put that out there because when I do free agent prediction videos, it usually doesn't happen. So, see what happens. I don't expect the Guardians to do much anyway. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it up. And I hope to see you all soon. Maybe in my Thunder Cavs stream, or maybe if I go live at some point down the line for something else. Yeah, so gotta make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. All right, guys. I'll be back on probably Wednesday. Well, of course, I'll be live tomorrow night for my picks. I mean, I'm always live for that stuff. Movie video out tomorrow, too, for the Browns Ravens in Baltimore. And let's see if we can get it to 6-3. Really make ourselves look like a legit threat in the AFC. So we'll see what happens. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Browns. Dub. Dropping them goose eggs. Yeah, goose egg. Kind of funny how we faced a bird team and they literally laid an egg. Yeah, the Cardinal laid an egg. Dropped an egg. A fat one. A big one. Big ass egg. I think that's like their worst loss in a couple years. Like, we've seen lifeless offenses before, right? I've seen my team have a lifeless offense before. But I ain't never seen an offense like that. Like, I said this yesterday in my recap video. That was probably the first time in a while. What about the Titans game? I mean, the Titans game, I was a little stressed out because they actually had a pulse on offense. But this game, it was ours from the beginning. Once we got up by a certain point, I knew this was our game. Just by the way our defense was playing and the fact that their offense was essentially a corpse. Once we got up 13-0 at half, I was like, yep, this is our game. We ain't losing this crap. Hell no. Defense looked like they had it in the bag. And they did. They did. So, yeah, that's really all I got. I mean, just looking at this freaking stat line for Arizona 58 yards passing for Clayton Tune. They had 41 total yards rushing and then 58 receiving yards. But of course, the sack yards negate most of that. 41 yards sack yardage. That's insane. 7 sacks. Let me just go through again. Who got all the sacks for the Guardians for the Browns? Oh wow. So they actually changed it. They gave Grant a half a sack yesterday. I remember I saw this after the game and it said Dalvin had 3, but they gave Grant a half a sack. So in total, okay, so Miles and Jordan Elliott had a sack. Grant had half a sack. Shelby and Zadarius had a sack. And then Dalvin had 2.5. So if you're keeping track, that's literally our entire starting defensive front had a sack. At least one. Miles, Zadarius, Jordan, and Dalvin. Shelby got a sack too. Man, that's crazy. Only way it would have been better is if Obo and Elijah McGuire got a sack, because those two are the only other big men up front that played that didn't get a sack. Mo. I can't forget about Mr. Belly Rub, Mo Hurst. It's sad. We didn't see no belly rubs, man. He did get a QB hit, but no sacks. So we didn't get to see the most dope freaking sack celebration out there. Freaking belly rubs. Man, damn. Wasn't no belly rub season. God. But we did see some Thanos. A little bit of, because Dalvin has this really cool like glove. It has like the gems, the stones from Avengers. from Thanos. He's got like a glove that looks like the gauntlet from Avengers. For those out there who know what I'm talking about. So Darius had a pretty cool sack celebration too. He got a sack and then he was like crawling, like army crawling on the ground. And he went, okay. I will say, they're very creative with their sack celebrations, and it's pretty clear too. Jim Schwartz like encourages them to celebrate after every big play. Look at Denzel. The dude forces an incompletion, and he runs over to his secondary mates, and he's over like I mean, I don't hate it at all. Pretty cool. I just love how lit this group is. I really do. In fact, see where the Browns stand overall in stats. Let's see if we have any stat leaders or like guys that are like in the stat department. See if we have anyone that's like top 5 or whatever. All right, offensively, obviously not passing. Freaking Tua's almost at 3,000 passing yards already. Rushing, no, not surprising there either. Receiving, no. Tyreek's at 1,076 yards. Now on defense, nobody in the tackles department. Zaire Franklin has 100 tackles already. My goodness. And sacks, Miles is tied for second with Max Crosby and TJ Watt. Only a half a sack behind Danielle Hunter. And then interceptions. Yeah, obviously Denzel I think would have been the closest. He's got 2. And Deron Bland, Nelson, Adebo, Stone. Stone at 6. My God. And of course, we got to deal with him this week, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun. All right, so let's see how close our. Oh, yeah, Denzel has 2. There's a lot of players with 2 picks. Quinn Martin has 2. MJ. Yeah. So we'll see who can get the next interception for us. It's also hilarious how freaking Mo Hurst has an interception before Greg Newsome. That's kind of funny. A defensive lineman has more interceptions for the Browns this year than Greg Newsome. Even a linebacker, Sione Takitaki, he has 2 in his career. He took one to the house a couple years ago against the Colts, against Philip Rivers. It's fun. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up now, guys. Enough stalling. I'm going to go watch this Monday Night Football game and also maybe keep an eye on the Blue Jackets so they see if they embarrass me some more. But yeah, guys, I will see you all probably Wednesday for Thunder Cavs. If I decide to stream that game, not really sure yet. But also, like I said, I'll be live tomorrow night for the picks for week. What is this now? Week 10. And I'll be doing my video for the preview as well. So with that being, and I'm out. Bye bye. Yeah. Chaw. Such a good, convincing, dominant win. You really love to see it. We haven't had that in a while. We really, really haven't. Good stuff. Good stuff. AFC North is going to be such a pain this year. It's competitive. You love to see it, though. But yeah. Bye, guys.